Welcome to the last fit camp of the month. Let's get started with a warm-up. So we are going to begin with some side lunges. Oh, take a heavier band. We're just going to kind of use it as a strap. We're going to side lunge and then take yourself to the side with that band over your head. So we're going to kind of just stretch out one side of the body at a time with that movement. Okay, good. So my warm-up question for today is, so you're in the woods and you kind of see something unexpectedly. What would make you run the fastest if you unexpectedly found it in the woods? So if I was in the woods and I turned around, nothing could make me run faster than seeing an army of spiders behind me. I am not scared of much, but if it was like a pile of tarantulas, I would be running faster than I've ever run in my life. And Lorena couldn't be here today, but she said the first thing that came to her mind with this warm-up question is a plague doctor. So what is your answer, Becky? What would make you run the fastest? Yes, scary footsteps of someone trying to get you. That'll do it. All right, switch sides. So you're gonna take that band over your other side. Eve, what would make you run the fastest? I don't know. I've heard mixed, like some bears you run from, some bears you don't. I always get confused, and I feel like I need to like read up on that because I spend a lot of time in the woods. I'm probably gonna panic and do the wrong thing. All right, maybe somebody here can enlighten us on that one. All right, so we're gonna do another warm-up activity. Keep that same band in your hands. We're gonna do a forward lunge and press that band in front of you and then twist over the knee that is in front of you, all right? So take one leg forward, press that band, twist over that knee. Liz, what would make you run the fastest? Oh, I feel so much better knowing that. Grizzly bear, do not run. Black bear, run away. Okay, we might have just saved a life at Fit Camp here today, so thank you, Liz. All right. And slithery snakes, my goodness, yes, that's a close second for me as well. How about you, Catherine? What would make you run the fastest? That is a very powerful one for sure. All right, let's switch legs. So take your other leg in front, press that band out, twist over that knee. All right. Jill, what would you run the fastest from in the woods? Maybe just all of our answers combined for you. Kind of a little bit of everything. Good. All right. So now we're going to go to our final warm-up exercise before we get started. Going to get your chair handy here. And we're going to do some bench tap or some chair tap squats. So you're going to be positioning yourself so that when you squat down, your butt just barely touches the edge of the chair. So you might need to do a couple squats to figure out what position is right for you. So you don't want to sit like this, like you're sitting in the chair. You want to step forward a little bit, foot or foot and a half or so. and squat down and come up. So as soon as you feel your rear touch that chair, you're gonna stand up. So we'll be doing this in the first part of our workout today for our fitness assessment, but you will have a weight in your hands because we'll be doing more of a goblet style squat and holding a weight to your chest. But right now we're getting our heart rates up, getting our legs warmed up for that activity. We have more of a cardio focus today, which is why I chose to ask you what you'd be running from, right? The way that we build up good cardiorespiratory health is by getting out of breath, doing things, not necessarily running, but running can be included, doing things like that that challenge that system in our body and give us the ability to use oxygen more efficiently. That's what it comes down to when you get out of breath. So the workout focus today, something that will help you be able to run faster. Heaven forbid, should you encounter anything in the woods like a snake or a spider. All right, few more seconds here of squatting, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, 3, 2, and grab your pen and paper. It's time to draw a picture. Does everyone have their pen and paper handy? So even if you weren't here for the first workout this month, this is still something I want you to do because it's kind of a fun way to keep track of how we're doing this next group of work. So watch the screen here. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to draw and draw along together. All right, so I need you to write 4 words: wall, push, squat, and pull. So it's going to be wall, push, squat, and pull. Do you love the beautiful finger writing? And then lines like this cross from each one. And then I need you to have 3 columns, 1, 2, 3. Got me here? So you're going to have 3 columns next to each of those words. Last but not least, draw a big like teardrop shape here. Boop. Right? And then at the bottom of that teardrop shape, draw a medium-sized circle and then a number 1 in there. That is your medal for today, your first place medal. You deserve it. I know it. You know it for being here. So let's do this. Let's get started with our fitness assessment. So we're going to do wall sits. That's the first one. You don't have to go yet. I'm just going to go through the demo here. What you're going to do is count each rep. So how you would count this is and you're also going to have a band above your knees for this. So you'll be having a band above your knees and you'll be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever number you get to at the end of 60 seconds is what you write in that box next to wall. Then you'll be doing push-ups, whatever version works best for you. You can do them on the chair. You can do them on the wall. You can do them on the mat on your knees or toes. That's going to be counting those reps for 60 seconds as well. Next up, we have squats, goblet squats on the chair, like we did for the warm-ups, adding that weight, counting the reps here for 60 seconds. Last but not least, we're going to do that light band around the wrist for the pull apart exercise. And we will be counting the reps here so that at the end of 60 seconds, you can keep track of where you are. Hopefully, for some of you that have this note from the first workout from today, this month, you can compare, give yourself a little challenge. But everybody, let's get started. Grab your weight, not grab your weight, grab your band rather. Light band going above your knees. And we're going to head to a wall. If you don't have a wall, you can stand kind of on the inside of a door frame, anything that can support your back. We're going to count here. So we'll be counting as many marches as you can get in a minute's time. Everybody ready there? And we're going. Just a couple seconds here so I can get to the wall. 3, 2, and marching. Try to make sure your head and your shoulders is in contact with the wall. You're counting every single march, every single time a knee comes up, that's a count. You want to aim to have your thighs parallel to the ground if you can. If you're having any knee pain with this, maybe stand up a little taller and don't worry so much about having those thighs parallel to the ground. So this is a light band, but you still have a little resistance here with this. Whew. Keep going, you've got 15 seconds to go. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, write down the number. We're gonna be quickly transitioning to the next exercise. So just a few seconds in between before so go ahead and write down your number that you got for those marching wall sits. And we're heading back to push-ups here. And you mark next to the under column 1, just mark number of marching wall sits, and we're heading to push-ups in 3, 2, and go. Count your number of push-ups that you do in the minute. Really stick your chest out here. Really want to feel those chest muscles squeezing together as you press up against whatever you're pressing on. Looking great. Halfway through already. All right, keep it up. Final 15 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, write down your number of push-ups. So we're going for 3 rounds here. As you can see, you wrote 3 numbers across the top, working towards that gold medal you drew for yourself. All right, so now we're gonna do the squatting. So grab your weight, whatever you have, and you're gonna hold it at your chest as high as you can, kind of right against your sternum area. And we're gonna head to squatting at the chair. So we're gonna start with that here in 3, 2, and 1. Count, go as fast as you can, get as many reps as you can. Counting each time you tap the chair. As soon as you feel that tap, stand right back up, all the way tall. Really bracing your core, which is all the more important because we're squatting with weight in the front. We want to keep the core strong as we raise and lower our bodies. Halfway through. All right, final 10 seconds. Keep moving, you're doing great. Three, 2, and 1. All right, great job. Let's write down whatever number of squats you got to. Make a note for yourself. And we are moving to the last exercise of the round. So you're gonna grab your light band. And also, if you made a note the last time we did this workout, what color band you use, make sure you use the same color band to give yourself the same challenge. Here we go. It's going to be on the wrists, and you're going to be pulling your elbows behind your body like this. So we're starting this in 3, 2, and let's go. Count how many times you get those elbows back. Good. So you're really sticking your chest out with this one. That is really activating those postural muscles when you put yourself in that position, right? Walk tall away from this session today. right into your Memorial Day weekend. Driving those elbows behind your body. Keeping those shoulders down away from your ears like I see everyone doing. Great job. Whew. All right. This is a shoulder burner. Who else is feeling it? 20 seconds to go. Final 10. Don't stop now. You've got this. Keep moving. 3, 2, and 1. Write down your magical number. Okay. All right, so that's round 1. So if you, like I said, if you didn't do this assessment last time, if you weren't here for the beginning of the month, that's okay. You still have a way to challenge yourself on the next 2 rounds, right? Because you've got your reps from the first round. And we're going to work through 2 more rounds of these, starting with the wall marches. So get that band around your legs, right above your knees. And we're gonna head to the wall and start in 3, 2, and march along, my friends. Really trying to put the weight of your foot into the heel as opposed to pressing on the ball of your foot. Put it more through the heel. That actually helps take some stress off the knees as well. And try to bend your knees as close to a right angle as you can, but you do whatever's comfortable for you in this position. We all have different positions that are comfortable. Just keep moving. 20 seconds to go. It's okay. If you want to place your hands on your thighs, just make sure that you're not pressing against your thighs with your hands to help yourself stand up. And keep those shoulders against the wall, head against the wall. Can you imagine? We only have a few seconds left and we're stopping in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Push through those wall sits. Pushing into the push-ups next. Write your number down. All right, here we go. Push-up position. Starting in 3, 2, and let's go to push-up town. Let's do this. Okay, you're doing great. Keep those shoulders down away from your ears. They kind of squeezing your chest muscles together as you press up against, away from the surface. Here we go, 20 seconds left. You can do this. Final 10. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, write down your push-up number. And then when you're done writing it down, you would grab your weight, head to the chair. All right, everybody got their weight. We're going into those chair tap squats in 3, 2, and let's do this. Tap it up. Looking great. Try to make sure your chest stays up tall. You want to envision like a flashlight strapped to your chest, shining. When you stand up, it's shining straight against the wall in front of you. And you want to keep it shining on that wall, even as you lower your body. So you're not falling forward with your chest, but rather staying up nice and tall. with that chest. Oh my, 10 seconds to go. Keep counting. 3, 2, and done. Okay. Whew. Go ahead and write down your number for those squats, and then grab that light band for around your wrists. All right. So we're going here for these pull aparts in 3, 2, and let's do it. Really trying to drive those elbows behind your back as much as you can. Try to keep your fists just about at or above, a little bit above the level of your shoulders. That's just to help keep you from bringing your shoulders up to your ears. If you have your arms way up here, then your shoulders will be at your ears. But no one's doing that because you're all awesome and you're all crushing this Friday workout. Only 15 seconds. Keep counting. Got this. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my. Whew. Only one more round after this. Go ahead and write down your number. And then we will challenge ourselves on that last round to see where we can end up. You will have a good rest after this round. So really earn that rest for yourself. Work hard. Get as many reps of the exercises as you can in each 60-second round. We're going to the wall. So go ahead and put that band right above your knees. And we're starting at the wall in 3, 2, and march it up. Okay. Doing great. Last time for the marches today. As soon as one foot hits the ground, the other one is driving up. You've got this. Shoulders and head against the wall. Only 15 seconds. Come on, you can do this. Just keep moving. So close, just a few seconds left. Keep it up. And 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Write down your number. We're gonna go to push-ups next. So after you've written down your number, get in your push-up position. All right, and we're starting our push-ups here in 3, 2, and let's go. Last time for push-ups. All right, keep it up. We're halfway there. You can do this. All right, you only have 15 seconds left. You can do this. Just keep moving through it. You're so close. And 3, 2, and done with those push-ups. Excellent job. Wow, write that number down. We got only 2 more exercises before we get a good rest here. So next up, we're gonna grab our weights for the last time, squatting at the chair. And everyone looks super ready and excited. I love that. Let's go in 3, 2, and squat down. Remember the analogy that I used for squats many times before? Remind you again, when you sit down, first thing, you're driving your butt back like you're closing a chest drawer behind you. And when you stand up, you are slamming closed a drawer in front of you with the front of your hips. You're getting that good hip hinge. Okay, 15 seconds. Keep counting. You're doing great. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, everyone. One more exercise before we call it quits. So write down your number and then grab that light band for around your wrists. Okay, everyone looks awesome, looks ready. We're going in 3, 2, and let's do this. Okay, I see excellent form. I see chest pressing out. I see nobody's shoulders is up at their ears because you all are just the best listeners ever. Keep up that great form, keep moving. We are halfway through our interval. All right, we're doing great. Last 15 seconds. Make it good. Try to beat your number from before, even if it's just by 1. You can do this. 3, 2, and 1. Wow, you worked so hard. Great job. Great job on those. Okay. Whew. All right, so I always open it up. Sometimes no one has anything to say, and that's fine. But if anybody wants to unmute themselves and share any progress they saw or felt from the first time we did this month, now's your time to dangle your medal on the screen. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. Woohoo! Good job, Catherine. And good job, everyone, for really pushing yourselves. I could see on the screen. No one was slacking off. You were doing hard work. So that is great. So happy. So get a drink of water. We're going to get started in just a minute with our next block of work called Put Out the Fire. Right? All I see is fire on the screen, right? Everyone is on fire. So we're going to have to put that out in a manner of speaking. Okay. All right. So for the next round, all we'll need is our mat and a medium-ish band. We're going to be doing 3 exercises, 60 seconds a piece, with about 10 seconds to transition in between the exercises. All right. So let's see here. We'll go for about 3 rounds there. All right, so we're gonna do this together. We're gonna start the exercise together. So everybody grab their band, and we're gonna do a squat to a front raise. So that's gonna be squat and then front raise with the band like this. So let's start here with those in 3, 2, and 1. So you're squatting and then raising those arms up in front of you. What you are doing with this band is pulling on it a little bit. So that band should be taut so that you have some tension and you're working those shoulders a little bit. Good. So we're, like I said, doing 60 seconds of work in each exercise of this round. We're gonna do this exercise, then we're gonna go do some fast feet, and then we're gonna have to put out the fire with some fire hydrants. So that's what you have to look forward to here. So 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna stand in the middle of our mats and do some fast feet on and off the edge of the mat. 3, 2, 1. You can set your band down. So stand in the middle of your mat here. What we're gonna be doing is stepping out to the side and stepping back to the middle, starting in 3, 2, and this should be as fast as you can possibly do. Really, again, working that cardio component, and visualize whatever you have to, right? To get moving here. Somebody chasing you in the woods, whatever it is, just move those feet like your life depends on it. 30 seconds to go here. Helps to kind of just stay on the balls of your feet here. Gets you moving faster from side to side. You have just 15 seconds to go here. All right, keep moving, keep moving. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. So you're gonna drop down to all fours on the mat. You can also have your hands on the chair for this one like this, if you like. But this is a fire hydrant. You're no stranger to this, right? So let's start with the left side. This one does not have to be as fast as you can go because it is for a minute on each side. We'll do a minute on the left and a minute on the right. And as you will soon feel, it escalates pretty quickly. So even going at a slower pace here, instead of the really fast fire hydrants that we do sometimes, you're really gonna feel that burn in the hips from this. But we gotta do it, right? Because there's a fire and we're putting it out right now. Every one of you, keep doing it. Got 20 seconds to go. All right. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Now take it to the right side. Okay, anybody else feeling like a burn in those hips? Ooh, I am on fire. So after we finish with this right side, we'll just take it one more time through all these exercises. So we'll be back on our feet with the squatting and the front raise on the band. 30 more seconds to go here on this right leg. So as you're lifting the leg, really keep your core tight. Try to keep your torso facing the mat. You want to minimize twisting in your torso. The only twisting rotational movement should be in your hips. You're all doing great. 10 seconds to go. Here we go. 3, 2, and back to your squat front raise. Whew. And we're starting in 3, 2, and squat to front raise. Butt back to close that drawer. Hips forward to close the drawer in front of you. All the while, keeping your core tight. Whew. Sticking your chest out. Super squatters you are on this Friday. Keep up the great work. Halfway through. Last 15 seconds, just keep moving. Keep that tension on the band. You've got this. And 3, 2, and 1. Set that band aside and you're gonna head to the mat now. Stand right in the middle of the mat. And for the next 60 seconds, you are running in the woods and go. Middle, out to the sides. So we do these cardio-based sessions because, like I said, it's important to be able to use oxygen efficiently. Hopefully none of us ever find ourselves in the woods running away from any of the things anybody mentioned, but there are times, right, when life requires us to be able to keep going, even though our heart rate is high. And you can do that if you're using oxygen efficiently. So moving, really pushing yourself to go as fast as you can when I ask you to do that in these intervals, getting your heart rate up. That's the best way to do it, is giving your body that real life practice of keeping moving through that high heart rate situation. Applies to so many things. 3, 2, and 1. How about that? Fast feet are done. Just fire hydrants, and then we're gonna move on to our last bit of work here. So take that left leg out to the side in 3, 2, and go. All right. You got this halfway through. Keep moving. Like I said, minimize the twist so it's happening from the waist down. You don't want to be opening up your full torso to your left side. It's just the hip and the knee that are twisting up to your left side. The rest of you kind of stays squared to the mat. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and switch sides. Take a second, and we're going to be moving the right leg up and out in 3, 2, and let's go. All right, doing great. Keep it up. I know you've got a fire in your glutes. I know, right? It is a work. You're doing the work though, to keep strong. One of the best indicators of preventing back injury, one of the best things you can do is keep your hips strong. That's secondary, of course, to having a strong core. That is above all important for your back. But next up, you want to have a low back that is healthy. Keep those hips strong, like we're doing right now. Last 10 seconds. We are so close. Don't stop moving. You've got this. Here we go. 3, 2, and take a rest for just a minute. We're gonna get started pretty quickly on the next round because it's mostly core and we should get right into that, but just take a drink right now. Take a second. We'll move in to our last block of work. Less than 10 minutes left here. You're doing great. I may have to open up this garage door. It's getting warm in Pittsburgh, everywhere, I know. I am sweating to dab myself. So we are going to get started. Everybody, let's head to the mat. On all fours, we're gonna get started with a bird dog exercise. So we're gonna all start together now. So you'll be on all fours. We're gonna be doing this for 60 seconds, starting now. So take your opposite arm and leg out, hold for a count of 3, and then take your other arm and leg out, hold for a count of 3. What's really important here as you're moving through is to really keep a tight core. You want to feel tension in your core like you're doing a plank. And if you remember, I think most of you were here the other day for those single leg deadlifts where that leg going behind you, I had you twist that foot, right, to point towards your other foot. That applies here. As you put that leg behind you, twist those toes in towards your other foot. That's going to help make sure that hip stays low level to the mat instead of kind of popping up away from the mat. Look at that, just a few seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go into some mountain climbers, not for 60 seconds though. That would just be mean. We're going to do 40 seconds of mountain climbers. So we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So mountain climbers is a core exercise too. Essentially, whether you're on the mat like I just was, or whether you're on the chair on your forearms like this, you're still basically just doing a plank with repeated knee tucks as fast as you can. So you still have that plank-like tension in your core. And look at that, 12 seconds to go. Next up, we're gonna do a dead bug, which is essentially a bird dog, but on your back. 3, 2, and 1. So get onto your backs now. Knees up towards the ceiling, fingertips pointed towards the ceiling. And then you're taking opposite arm and leg back like you did with the bird dog. Hold for 3 seconds, bring everything up, and then hold for 3 seconds with the other arm and leg. So what I really want you to pay attention to here is pushing down in your low back. As that leg extends away from your body, you're pretending that you've got a little kernel of something underneath your low back that you're trying to really squash against the mat. And you can feel how when you do that, as your leg extends, that really engages your lower abdominals. That's the same kind of tension that you want to feel when you're doing the bird dog, when you're on all fours doing this motion. So nice 2 to 3 second holds as you take opposite arm and leg out. 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds of mountain climbers again. You've got this. And then we have one final round of these exercises before we're done. So 3, 2, and mountain climbers. So we'll start back at the top after this with our bird dog and work through these one more time before we call it quits. You're doing great. Keep it up. Final 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so our bird dogs are next. Remember that tension that you felt in your abdominals, doing it on your back with the dead bug. Let's do one more time around, starting now with our bird dog. 60 seconds here. Also, make sure you're keeping your chin kind of tucked into your chest as you do this. That just helps keep your spine in a nice neutral position as you're moving. Don't forget that little toe twist trick I talked to you about. That just helps that hip stay level, but really see if you can feel that tension in your lower abdominals, keeping everything really tight as those arms and legs extend away from your body. 15 seconds to go. Yeah, keep it up. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last 2 mountain climbers coming up here. Got number 1, we're starting right now. 40 seconds of mountain climbers in 3, 2, and 1. You can do this. Keep moving. Already halfway through the interval. Make sure that core is tight, tight, tight. Last 10. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Changing it up onto our backs for that dead bug. So knees are up, fingertips up towards the ceiling. And we're going back opposite arm and leg at the same time in 3, 2, and 1. Few seconds hold, but what you're paying most attention to is what that low back is doing. Pressing as hard as you can against the mat is what it's doing. All right. Keep it up. We're halfway through this interval. Just about a minute left in our entire workout. Oh, can you believe it? We're so close. Doing great things this morning. Keep it up. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Final 40 seconds of our workout this morning. Let's do this. Heading into mountain climbers in 3, 2, and 1. Go. Drive those knees back and forth fast as you can. Halfway through. You've got this. Core tight. Almost there. Keep moving. Less than 10 to go. And 3, 2, and 1. All right. Awesome job. You worked so hard today. All right, let's lay on our sides. Because who doesn't want to just lay down after that? All right, so you're going to lay on your right side. Grab your left ankle. Some of you just may need to hold on to it to feel a stretch. Some of you may need to pull your foot, your left foot in towards your butt a little bit. Regardless, I think you will appreciate the stretch coming off of. We did a lot of stuff involving this frontal quad muscle today. The mountain climbers we did just now, a lot of hip flexion, but certainly lots of squats. So this is something we got to pay attention to. Congratulations, everyone. Getting through the whole month of May. I'm really excited for June. That will be starting that Fitcamp on Thursday next week. That's already the 3rd. Getting that class lineup. I'm working on that right now. You should see that class lineup, those titles coming towards you soon. I did send out the email last night for signing up, if any of you got that. Or check to see if you got that. Switch sides. Now you're laying on your left side, pulling your right ankle in towards your butt. So the email that I send out today, the workout summary that you always get, I'm going to include links to all of our workouts from this month, because we do have like 6 days before we have a workout together again, for those of you who are joining in June. So if you'd like to fill the gap with a workout that you liked that we did this month, then those will all be there for you to pick from. And also it's gonna be an email full of goodies. I'm gonna have a little survey in there because I'm thinking about running a couple of extra classes in June, and they would be on form. So let's stay on our backs. So we're gonna be on our backs. Take your left knee into your chest, right leg is straight. And then as you're hugging that knee into your chest, I want you to pull that left knee over like you're trying to pull it onto the mat on your right side. So as you pull that leg across your body, you should start to feel a stretch in your left glute. That's what we're going for there. But yes, as I was mentioning, I wanted to do at least a couple, if not more, classes, just 30-minute classes on form, like one dedicated to squats, one to push-ups and planks, just kind of going over ways you can do them safely without injuring yourself, because I'm always mentioning things in class, but I always feel like you could go a little bit deeper into that and just really break it down into different things. And I can watch your form more closely in this kind of class setting. So I'm going to try to get that together for a couple of 30-minute classes in addition to Fitcamp next month. So in the survey, I'm going to be asking you when that would work best for you, like a time for you to do those. And then I'll get on scheduling that. Switch legs, left leg straight, right knee into the chest, pulling into the chest. And then if you've got into the chest as far as you can, rotate that right knee over to the left side of the mat until you get a comfortable stretch in that right hip glute area. Deep breath here. Also, don't know if you saw in the email that where I invited you to Fitcamp in June. Anybody who wants to try it, who you know might be interested, can do their first class for free. So make sure to pass that along if you know of anybody who might be interested in joining us. One last stretch before we go. So we're going to get into what is typically seen as like a child's pose here, knees towards the edge of the mat, butt sinking in between your heels. What we're going to do, let your head drop between your hands, but keep your whole arms from your biceps to your forearms off of the mat. And then you're going to creep your fingertips forward. So kind of millimeter by millimeter, crawl your fingertips away from your body. As you do that, you're going to feel the stretch intensify through your shoulders and upper back, and just keep going with that until you have gotten to a position where you're really feeling a decent stretch in that upper back shoulder area. And we're going to hold that and do some deep breaths, and then we'll be off to our weekend. Okay. All right. I hope everyone has a great Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for coming along for the ride in May. Hope to see you in June. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.